Today we're going to review this $150 Canadian electric cordless weed pulling tool, see if it's better than all these other weed pullers that I did videos on that have over 100,000 views. And this is how it's supposed to work from the video on their website.
Push the auger into the weed with some pressure. Pull the trigger. As the auger rotates, tines collect the foliage. Under the soil, the auger destroys the root system to prevent regrowth. Stop the weeder when the tines hit the soil. To extract, simply toggle the direction switch to reverse and pull the trigger to remove the weed. With one hand, firmly slide the ejector down 2 to 3 times to discard the weed into your compost bag.
Okay, 3-year limited warranty. I already threw out the receipt, so we're never gonna cash in on that. I wonder if it's heavy or not. First things first, let's get this battery charging. We got, I think 2 bars. So let's plug this in. All right, we got some instructions, which, will we read them? I don't know. Maybe. I wonder if you guys can get this in the States, or if this is just a Canada only thing. All right, I guess we attach this here, screw in this little bolt. Yeah, instructions are kind of for suckers though, if you think about it. All right, so for operation, we, okay, setup, I did it properly. We insert the battery, we ram it in, and it's supposed to pull the whole weed out and pull everything out. I saw my buddy's neighbor using this, and he said, yeah, he's just got holes all over his lawn, so what does it say not to do? Go up to the tine tip, don't go farther. Maybe that's what causes huge holes if you go deeper than this. Okay, I'm too excited. I can't wait any longer. The battery has 2 bars, so we're gonna plug it in. Let's see, push the button. And that's to go backwards. And then this will shoot it out, so let's start with the best weed possible. Okay, this looks like a good weed. Look at this. You guys can see that. That's a nice big weed. We're gonna ram this right into the middle, I guess. And oh, looks like it pulled it up. We don't want the tines to go into the ground. Okay, the tines are right there. I think we can go a little deeper. And let's pull it up and see if we have a gigantic hole. Do you think this weed puller is going to be any good or no? Okay, well, let's find out. So we pop it out. Let's see what we have. We have a bunch of weed. It's all a mess, and the hole is huge. But more importantly, did we get rid of all the weed that's down there? I don't see the full root anywhere in here. So maybe let's get a Gardena one and see if we can pull the rest of the root out by hand. All right, Old Faithful Gardena weed puller. Let's see if we can get some weed out of there. So that'll finish off the rest of the hole. Is there any, oh look, the root was still in the ground. Honestly, first test, piece of trash. So I might be doing it wrong. Let's try right here with this one. Let's line it up right next to the weed. You think that's a good distance from the weed? Yeah, okay. Let's just run this thing until it like stops. Okay, that's there. It's like no resistance left, and then do we reverse it out, or do we pull it out? Let's pull it out. No, let's reverse it out. Let's turn it more. Now reverse it out. Okay, I do not see a root anywhere. All right, Gardena, if you pull out a root, I'm gonna be awfully mad. It's not even like pushing that far down. Yeah, we're finding some root in that little thing we just pulled out. Okay, maybe I gotta go read the instructions again. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. The push down button is in fact to go in, which we were doing. And then it says not to go past the yellow thing, which we didn't do. Stop when the tines hit the ground, we did that. And that's the reverse button to reverse it out, not pull it out. So let's keep trying and see if we can actually get the full root out. And it says aim for the center of the weed. Okay, let's see if we can aim for the center of this little weed here. Boom. Reverse it out. Do we have the full weed? Everything looks like a mess, like you'll never find it. And we have a gigantic hole. Not a nice carved out hole like we would with this Gardena or the Scots. It's a big one. Tines are a little in deep. Let's reverse it out. Maybe I'll reverse out and pull on an angle. Do we have the full root, or is there still root in the ground? It looks like it snapped it off right here, and I see no root anywhere else. Let's get trusty old Gardena and see if we can fish out the rest. Here's what the hole looks like. Just gonna put this in the center and see what happens. See, look, this Gardena tool isn't even like all the way in. So how's this thing pulling out full weed? Do we have the full root? No, I don't see. Oh, there it is. Okay, so there's still root in the ground. Not looking good, Yardworks. Not looking good one bit. Definitely like gimmicky advertising, but not good in real life. Okay, let's try this one right here. Okay, we'll stop exactly there and let's pull it out. Does that work better? I don't see the roots anywhere. Again, let's try to fish the rest out with the Gardena. If we have root here, the Yardworks officially is no good. Yeah, I can't find root of the weed anywhere yet, so maybe it did get tangled into the Yardworks. Inconclusive. Okay, this is a good textbook weed. Look, right there. We're going right for the center. And this time we're gonna just keep drilling until we make the biggest hole humanly possible. And I'm gonna push down hard too. There we go. Oh, it's deep. Should I pull it straight up or reverse it? I'm gonna pull straight out. Ugh. Okay, I made a mammoth crater. I can fit my whole hand. All right, let's pop it out. So we have some weed leaf. I don't know where the root is. It might have gotten it all. Let's double check. Wait, is this it? Or is this from a different one? Let's check with the Gardena to see if we can find more root in this friggin' fist-sized, gopher-sized hole. I think I got the whole root out, but that is one heck of a ditch. All right, we're going to try to wet the weed first and see if that helps, because it hasn't rained in a bit, even though I've been watering my grass. Let's wet a couple of them. Because most of you will probably do this after a rainy day. Okay, that's the one we wet. Let's toss it in. Go right as the instructions would say. Okay. That's right to the edge. Maybe a little more we can go. Okay, now let's reverse it out. Okay, we got a pretty fat hole. And let's see if we have the full root. All right, so we have the weed and the root is snapped, but did it come up with anything else? Is this the rest of the root? Maybe. Does that count as getting it all? Potentially. Look how big that hole is though. In comparison to this weed puller, the hole from here would be this size. So this is the size of the hole from the Yardworks. This is the size from the Gardena. About the same size, maybe a little bigger than core aeration, which I've been doing on the lawn. Okay, so these two weeds are about the same size. Let's try this one with the Yardworks and this one with the Gardena. They've both been pre-wet. Here, shove that in there and that's down to where it should be. Let's reverse it up. Okay, let's try that again since I think I pulled up on it and that might have screwed it up. Okay, the wet stuff doesn't pop out like it should. And the root is broken. And I don't see the rest of it. Yeah, it looks like it's pulling out some of the, actually I don't even know what that is. Doesn't make any sense. I'm confused. I don't know if we got the root out or not. Okay, now trusty old Gardena. Stomp it in, push down, and twist and lift at the same time. Pops out in one thing, and we guaranteed have this much root, which wasn't the full root either. But I definitely didn't find any chunks like this in here anywhere, which makes me think they're still on the ground. This is the size of the hole difference. And let's check here for the root with the Gardena weed puller. See if we can fish it out. Looks like this is part of the root from that original weed, but this is definitely easier on your back if yeah, that's all the way in, and let's reverse it out. Like I just don't know. It makes such a mess of everything. Here, let's try this one in the hard ground. Just keep twisting. Keep twisting. Let's just twist out. Let's just pull it out while twisting down. Do we have a root anywhere? I have no idea. There's no way of knowing. But got through this hole pretty deep. And let's just finish off with a bunch of gopher holes. And see what that looks like to our lawn. I have no idea if we're pulling out any root. I don't feel like we are. Okay. We got one battery left, so that should be good. This is a nice big one that we wet. We'll do this one textbook and we'll see what happens. Or no, we'll just drill it in. I feel like the twisting snaps the roots right away. Okay, let's just, since it's all mangled, let's just twist our way out. Do we have a root? I feel like I see no remnants of any roots. Okay, what if we just twist in once and then reverse out once? Like, don't even do a full 360. And then reverse it out. All mangled, all falling apart. And I bet you the root's still in there. I can't even find it. Huge hole, huge mess. I think the only plus side is it doesn't hurt your back as much. But I'll just be back again to do it over and over. Let's see if this gets the whole root. There, full root. Boy, is that full root? Not even. Oh my God, look at these friggin' bomb holes. What the heck? Okay, let's see if we can pull out this full root here. This one is a non-wet one. Oh, look at that, full root. Full root, first tee, first try. So like, how are you gonna compete with this? You know what I mean? None of the ones we pulled out had this much root at all with the electric one. Okay, here's the most comparable one. I think this one's been wet. Let's give it a go. Yeah, let's pull it out. And boom. Okay. I don't see any root at all. Remember, this is the root we pulled out of a similar one. This is the root we pulled out with this. So I think we need to actually get a shovel, dig that out. Which one was it? All right, let's dig this hole out and see if we can get the root. See if it's still in there or if that thing actually got it out. All right, if the root exists, it's got to be, unless this is it. Was this it? Was this the root? Did I find the root? Okay, so there it was. It was still here, right in the middle, and it did not get the root. Where the Gardino one, right next to it, did get the root. Where's that root? There it is. Does it go deeper? Does it go deeper? It does go deeper. Oh man, even deeper than that. I don't think anything would actually get this whole root out at this point. Okay, so here's the actual root that's left in the ground. I guess we can plug it back up with this. Should we see if there's still root in this one that the Gardena one pulled out. Let's do another pull with a Gardena one and see if there's still root in it after we dig up around it. All right, that looks like a good one. Okay, it looks like we do have the full root, so I'm not even gonna bother to check if there is more root underneath there because we obviously got it without wetting the ground or anything. So yeah, I think that settles it. The Yardworks electric weed puller cordless thing, gimmicky, maybe saves your back, makes big holes, the root's still gonna be there. Too expensive, don't like it. Doesn't really work in my tests. Gardena weed puller works fantastic, especially compared to that directly on the same weeds. And just for fun, let's try the Scots. The champion of our second video. Okay, let's, where's this weed? Push down, push even more, twist and pull. There. And look how much weed we got there too. There's probably a tiny bit left down there, but at least you know how much you got compared to the Yardworks. And look how small that hole is, tiny. And there's another one right next to it. Oh, and this is the hole. So thanks for watching. Subscribe for more yard videos, tech videos, and weed pulling videos, leaf videos, snow blowing videos. I'll buy the $150 weed puller so you don't have to. No evidence of the root. No evidence of the root. And if you like 90s retro stuff, watch my Yuri Retro channel where I do just fun comic card toy stuff like a Gambit costume that I made. Not made, bought and tried on for the new X-Men 97 show. Oh, there's the root. There's the root. Ah. All right. I'm just gonna say it. I'm pretty sure the Scots and Gardena would have got this. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe.